Morning, everybody. Welcome to TeamODZ Live. So yeah, doing special Christmas workout. That's it, Shuttling.
This is Santa's Lactate shuttle.
Hey there, Bonnie. It's Gerrie, my friend. It's chilly in the basement here this morning.
That was
got to change in a few minutes.
That was an unexpected 87 miles yesterday that we did.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't. You know, I wanted to do a bit more than you.
Even when we finished, someone had said something about, "Oh, Rick's leaving too," and I said, "Well, yeah, 75 miles. That's enough for me today." Now I started thinking about it. I was like, wait, no, that wasn't 75. That was 85 miles.
We're in deprived oxygen.
What's that?
We're in deprived oxygen.
Yes. I was starting to feel it a little bit at that point. I should have stretched after, but I didn't.
Quite like the next little warm-up. 5 times. 10 seconds at 3:15. Seconds at 160. We could just do a workout that was just full of that. I'd be quite happy with that.
Yeah, I'd do that. I wouldn't even complain.
Not that you ever complain.
No.
Hey, where you are?
Oh, yeah. I'm just a voice somewhere in the ether.
Can't hear you.
Oh, there I am.
Peekaboo. No, I said peekaboo, not Pikachu. Alright, get ready for the first. Got spike, 2:15, 20 seconds away. Good shit. Could be better. Here we go.
Yeah, I hate to say it already, but this storm can just go ahead and leave now. I woke up this morning, more snow. And this snow actually stuck really well. This is the fluffy stuff, but now I have to do my driveway all over again.
You've only got
Already
another 3
shovel off.
months of it.
That's the thing, though. At least in 3 months, it's either going to be a snowstorm or it won't, you know? This is just 3 days
That's on
of
it.
random accumulation. Then all day long, it kind of accumulates, but not much. We probably got another 1.5 to 2 inches overnight. It's all fluffy, but it's one of those 4:30 in the morning things where it's like I let the dog out. I set out on doing all the things. And I look out and I call the dog. The dog's leash is tangled around a frozen snowball that's attached to the driveway, somewhere in the driveway.
10 seconds.
So this means I have to go out and save him because apparently
Yes.
he just can't give enough of a pull. He was like doing one of those deals where it's like he would show me over and over again, like I'm trying to pull. And I'd be like, I bet you're not. But so then I was like, well, if I'm going to go out there, I might as well shovel off the deck at least. And then, of course, once I got outside, started shoveling the deck, he broke through it, no problem. Yeah, it's like that amount where it's just little enough that I don't know if I want to snow blow. But either way, I'll be running a shovel today. Are these 5-minute blocks today?
2 minutes on, 2 minutes off. 3 times.
Okay.
Cool. They're 18-minute blocks. Sorry, they're 12-minute blocks. Oxygen deprived rain deprived oxygen, whichever.
Well, the good part is when this started out, it felt like a hard workout. Now it doesn't seem as hard. I mean, it's hard. It's only going to get worse though later on.
Yeah,
that last one that I...
2.5 minutes.
Oh no, I'm talking about like in 3 weeks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That one was rough. I didn't do it, but just watching it was rough. Where's Gerrie anyway?
I don't know.
I'm gonna doing the Alp right now, or at some point here soon.
You're going to what? What did you say?
Oh, I'm gonna laugh if he's doing the Alp. It might be.
It wasn't riding when I looked earlier.
Nope, still no Alp. You'll need to remember to sign up for the Rafa Challenge.
My 8,000 miles for the year now.
Excellent. It's not bad. That shows if you hadn't been sick in the beginning part of the year, you would have definitely hit that.
Oh yeah.
11 grand, if not more.
There you go.
1 minute. Ah. Yeah. Hey, it's Owen. Just in time.
Owen. It's Gerrie. You know, Owen, I had to explain the ventriloquism exam joke to Yolanda. Kids busy laughing away. Yolanda nods and alright, let's shuffle.
Shuttling. Oh, see, this isn't bad.
Say that in 50 minutes time.
I do this in my sleep.
Yes, Owen, really. Right on, mate.
Thanks, Owen.
Where are you? Doing some lactic acid there. Whew.
Like shuttling it. Whew. Yeah.
Yes, I did. I like that one, Owen, very much. Yeah. Well, I wasn't the weight before I am now. Hi there, chef. For liking the stream. And join us right after the first one of 9 of fun. 4 more funs. This one starts right at the lap finish.
This is way more fun than a barrel of monkeys.
Oh, do they have tails?
They should.
The next one. Here we go. They all know if they don't have a tail, they're not a monkey. In 1 minute, be so far away on the map.
Because we're like some galactic shuttles, just traveling super fast. Galactic acids shuttles. Ooh.
Nick! I'll talk to you in a minute, mate. Oh. Ah. Ooh. Ouchie.
Ouchie.
Please tell me I haven't got another 7 of those to do.
I think you do.
Hey, good morning, Nick. Merry Christmas.
I really enjoyed that taper week last week.
Ah.
I think the only time I pushed past
Yes,
300 watts was for the ebb, and that was it. All week long.
Ah.
Ooh. Makeup. Do I need makeup?
Yep, absolutely. Taking it easy, Nick.
That's right. There's no budget on this stream for a makeup crew, is there? I'm getting shiny.
Why can I see the next batch already?
Why do they come so fast when we're resting? these shorts for some reason. I
You know, one
developed
day,
brand new wear spots. What?
we will get through a stream without Rick complaining about something.
Oh, it's not my fault that all these things happen to me.
Where I wasn't in. Well, I had
Yeah,
COVID.
been there.
I didn't really have, too many symptoms. It was afterwards.
Yeah.
Like you say, halfway up the stairs, I had to take a rest. Even just talking in a meeting, I was out of breath. I couldn't string a full sentence together. And then 2 months later, the blood clot. Yeah. It's been a crazy year.
I looked at my year-end review for Strava. You could see every month was going pretty good. And then August was cut in half. I tried though.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it
When
definitely felt weird.
when I went to shower, Nick, I had to get a seat in the shower. I couldn't stand up for the amount of time that it took to take a shower.
Yeah, mine was about 2 days. Then I started riding again, thinking it was all better. And then found out the next 3 months was going to be a weird kind of challenge.
10 seconds. Now. There we go, 7 minutes.
3 weeks. It was about 3 weeks before I started feeling somewhat normal. Man. Ooh, nice. The other thing that COVID did to me was
Nice, Nick.
because of having the actual issues from it for a moment. Then I started just resting myself, and then I got used to resting. So then it was a challenge to get back into my routine again.
Nick, if you're still spending a lot of time in bed, just keep all your limbs moving as much as you can. Even while you just lay there. Don't end up with a blood clot like I did. It ain't no fun, trust me.
Yeah, I really should have stretched after yesterday's ride. I could feel it later in the day. Waiting in a line at the grocery store, I was like, ooh. Neck was sore, back was sore. Quads
Don't remember.
were sore.
Don't remember the look on your
Sore.
face, Nick, when you finished that the first OD century. That was awesome. We started them up again. So I'll be leading on Christmas Day.
Those things are dangerous. That early morning one like that, at least when the builder ride is over, it's like 10 o'clock here, and I'm starting to be asked when I'm going to get off the bike. But when I do the morning one, and it's like 7:30 when it's done, then I'm like, oh, look at all the extra time I have left to ride.
Well, Nick, you know when and where it is. Be good to see you. Be good to ride with you again.
Yeah.
Focus on getting yourself better.
I like it because it's just a whole lot of base work.
And it's all about the bass. No treble.
No trouble. Limited trouble on that ride.
There's lots of trouble. Like yesterday. Trying to keep herding cats.
That was pretty fun.
I was on the verge of giving up when Mark appeared.
Yeah. I didn't think he was going to make it. I was like, yeah, no, I don't think they'll do it. At this point, he knows it's just a complete mess. But he did.
I'm glad he did, yes.
Yeah, I even had it a few times where I was having trouble finding it. If I wasn't paying attention for a moment, I'd be like, oh no, where'd Andy go?
If I'd known, I'd have worn the Adidas kit and changed my wheels to pink. Stand out a bit more. Once the event respawns in the event system, then I'll get Pat to set me up as lead for next week. Little early morning Christmas Day ride.
Are you gonna do a morning Christmas Day one?
Yeah, I'm leading
I don't
next
know
week.
if I'll be able to get one. Unless, actually, I might be able to pull that one out. Just if I have it done before everyone gets up. Although everything will be torn down because we're having a big get together here the night before. So I'm guessing that I will be asked to move all my stuff. Maybe I can be like, I want to do a tutorial for everyone. It can be fun. We can all see how fast we can do a mile.
That would be a tortural, wouldn't it?
No.
You need rollers.
Get some people.
See if you how many people you can get actually riding rollers.
See, that would be fun. Yeah, I bet people would be on that. Yeah, it's moments like that. I wish I had something like a kicker bike, though, to adjust to each person, put it lower for Grace and stuff.
With that many adjustments on a bike, you think you'd ever be happy with it?
I've often thought about getting a seat post that has dashes on it so that I can at least keep track of where I'm at. Try to equate it to something. Like right now, I have no idea where my seat post is in relation to wherever it was in the beginning of the winter or in the beginning of
Every time you get on the bike, it's under your foot, isn't it?
Well, that's true. Good point.
All right, next one starts in 30 seconds.
Oh, really? Already? That was 7 minutes?
Yep.
Wow.
You talk too much. It's gone too fast. You should savor it.
I need to be complete silence next one. That's what a tape measure's for. Yeah, I guess so, Owen. Sure. I need a metric tape measure, though.
I can help you out with that.
Surprisingly hard to find here, but I'm sure they're available somewhere.
Yes, they are very hard to find here. Fortunately, I've got one I imported.
I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, okay, I need a metric ruler or something. And I was like, oh, no.
Right, even 295 watts doesn't shut him up.
Yeah, I was like, they were always around in school. Now that I'm an adult, I never see them. No, they don't have both on. They do on the rulers at school and stuff, but
And they're mainly only because they're made for China and imported here. What's made in America? No, it would only have inches on it.
Everybody's concerned about inches around here.
Guess what? We're over halfway. Ah,
There's no answer to that. Whew, man.
30 seconds. You can see it. Here it comes. 5 seconds. Go. Ooh. These tickle. Yeah, much like me and Rick, we're speechless as well right now. But for different reasons.
Yeah. I'm just working on something to say right now.
We right on, Kev? Nah. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, we're both
Surprise
doing the
for
same
everybody
workout.
on Odivas on Wednesday.
There's a surprise.
A little surprise, yes.
Oh, hey. Nice. I hope I don't have any appointments.
And I'm sure Rick will just
No,
copy
I'm
it
clear.
into New Year as well. So, Rick's just copying what I do, Nick. I don't know.
Yeah, at first
10 seconds.
when I started riding with you and Gerrie, you guys would be like, all right, which workout are you doing? I'd be like,
Here we go.
I don't really have a workout I was planning. And then one day, Andy was doing a hard one. And so I went and started doing it with him in solidarity. And then now it's just turned into might as well suffer together. That's the thing. Soon enough, I'll be shaving the head. I used to shave my head.
Yeah, if you ever
Not
come
all
and
the way
visit me,
down.
don't fall asleep in my presence, okay?
Oh, did you watch that World Cup game yesterday?
No.
Or match
No.
on the pitch? Oh, it was amazing. I was watching it, I was like, this has to be one of the best World Cup matches, finals ever. And then they said shortly thereafter, I think this is one of the best World Cup finals ever. And I said, there we go.
This one a little easier. Staying in the book. Stay on the right for Castle. 20 seconds. There we go.
But yeah, it was a good match. I mean, it got better at the end, but it became a good match at about 70 minutes in, when France started to catch up. And then they were just pretty much trading for a while.
Nick, that clip's
And then
still
on
out there.
You haven't shared it yet.
I have. Just not with you. Ah.
And I guess on Saturday I watched the best American football comeback in history. Can't remember what the score was. So it was I think it was like 37-0, and then Minnesota Vikings came back to win. It was good because I chose them on the pool at work. Got to make some money. And then yesterday, the Patriots, my team, they were about to win the game. And then the running back, they were not win the game. They were about to go into overtime. And the running back took off with the ball. He got really good gain on it. And he was about to get tackled, and they decided to lateral it back to someone, who then tried to throw the ball back to the quarterback, but instead threw it right to a player on the other team who ran it in for a touchdown. So they lost the game with like 2 seconds left. I don't think any of the coaches called that play, or the quarterback. Lactating.
And one more block. That's all.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, got that right, Nick. Thing is, every time we come with this, we come to the leg snapper. Why can't we be on one on the leg snapper?
Man. I do like this workout at this point. I feel like it becomes a bit much on on the third week. How long was that one? That was like almost 2 hours, isn't it? Of just doing these over and over again.
Knees, head and shoulders, knees and toes.
Yeah. That was the one where you had to flap your arms to get through it.
What's next? Oh. Recovery.
Deep free ball, me. That middle section wasn't too bad. Although you can see where I was talking through the second one that in the middle I hit a couple of green spots.
I didn't.
I think I can usually get about halfway with talking before the power starts getting drained from my legs.
A bit more yellow in that one than it should have been.
I'm trying to become like Alex, where I can just like recite a poem while I'm pushing 500 watts.
Talk about
the
some
front.
leg openers. Or are we
I'm talking
talking
about
about the other Alex? The other Alex.
Yeah, but I'm sure that Alex can too. A poem about juicy leg openers.
Yeah, let's not go there. We're riding the asses. So yeah, not was it weekend before last? Or was
Yeah.
it before that? We were riding
one
through
where
the
you
asses,
just-
and someone turned that into asses. So from that
Yeah.
point on, we were riding the asses.
And there was one point I remember you were saying something over Discord that you really wanted to type and you didn't say it. And then finally you just threw it out there out of nowhere.
I know. It was just I couldn't keep it in. My firewall
I can't
overloaded.
remember.
So Nick and Owen, have you seen the Rockwell video for the retro encabulator? If you haven't, search for retro encabulator on YouTube. Right, well, you need to see that. See, computer security organization SANS. They created a follow-on a few months ago, and I stumbled across it last week. They have the hyper encabulator.
Are you going for a VO2 tomorrow, or a Fat Max,
Am I going for? Well,
or not the Fat Max? What's the other one?
it's
Really think of it.
no. I think the right question to be asking is, what workouts on the schedule for tomorrow? Whether I'll be going for it
Yeah.
or not remains to be seen.
Well, tomorrow is the blue zone, right?
Tomorrow should be the blue zone, but I am not doing
It's going to be a VO2.
a VO2 workout right before our divas. 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Here we go. Last block coming up.
I had one point at like 4 minutes where I was like, wow, this is taking a while. Then that last 4 minutes went fast.
No, next. Actually, it was 7 minutes in total. We had 2 minutes cool down, and then 5 minutes rest. And that's about the only 30 seconds of this interval that I can talk. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Nah. Right there with the finish line. Just pretend you're on the air bridge.
Yeah. The 2 minute ebb. Sometimes I would prefer this over the real hard blast at the end.
The ride on hills. There we go.
Only 2
Ooh.
more.
Yeah. Just think in 4 minutes time we can say one more.
Speaking of calls to make, I have to do an interview today.
Hi, Nick.
I've been putting it off and putting it off. There's some guy that wants to write a story about craft beer in the greater Bangor area and how it was started, because it was kind of one of the guys I learned just about everything off of. He kind of started it, the idea around here. And so he wants to interview a few of us who were there in the beginning. And I'm like, I don't want to. And then my boss was like, you need to, because we need promotion for the brewery. Free promotion. Like, come on. So I have to do that today. It's all right, though. I'm sure it'll be fun once I start doing it. Just trying to figure out how I can word properly that I don't really care too much about craft beer in the Bangor area.
Seconds.
You know, when you turn a hobby into a job, I'll start it off with that. This is a story about how that goes.
All right, here we go. Your life get turned upside down.
Yeah, this week should be fun. I think everybody's going to be in that Christmas wind down mode.
My last day of work this year, Nick, was Thursday last week. Date's here visiting.
Ooh, this will be the first day of being able to actually pull out of the brewery parking lot at the end of a workday and not having bumper to bumper traffic all the way up the street. So all the students have left, or most of them.
50 seconds. Ah. There it is. Distance. What's it? There we go. One more. Shuttling, Nokian, Pinomas. All of those.
Did you just say Nokian?
Yeah. Only I pronounced it a bit better.
Like the winter tires?
Ah.
Like the winter tires from Norway? I think they're from Norway. The Hakapolitas. Whew.
Ah. That's right, Nick. This is one more. Almost there.
Oh yeah, easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy. Mm. Seconds. Ten seconds. Get ready. Back on it. Last one.
Nothing but orange.
Let's go. There we go, all orange. With a little bit of red in there. Ah,
I had some reds, a couple little dips of yellow, but only tiny lines. Yeah, you can definitely see every time I decided to talk.
ah.
I feel like I'm still pushing, but then obviously I don't keep pushing as hard.
Ah.
That was good.
Yes, Nick. Thanks for the support.
Thanks, Nick.
So,
Yeah.
more than one point of that I wanted to give up. Me being there helped. Me not. Thank you. So, we'll have a bit of fun in a minute. We'll put the retro encabulator on.
Here at Rockwell.
Shit. So, yes. You all have. Really fabulous. Yes. Nice. Like this. Here we go.
Here at Rockwell Automation's world headquarters, research has been proceeding to develop a line of automation products that establishes new standards for quality, technological leadership, and operating excellence. With customer success as our primary focus, work has been proceeding on the crudely conceived idea of an instrument that would not only provide inverse reactive current for use in unilateral phase detractors, but would also be capable of automatically synchronizing
You need to mute it,
gram
Rick.
meters.
It's coming through your mouth.
Such an instrument comprised of Dodge gears and bearings, Reliance electric motors, Allen Bradley controls, and all monitored by Rockwell software is Rockwell Automation's retro encabulator. Now basically, the only new principle involved is that instead of power being generated by the relative motion of conductors and fluxes, it's produced by the modial interaction of magneto-reluctance and capacitive diractance. The original machine had a base plate of prefamulated amulite surmounted by a malleable logarithmic casing in such a way that the two spurving bearings were in a direct line with a panametric fam. The lineup consisted simply of 6 hydrocoptic Marsal vanes, so fitted to the ambifacient lunar wane shaft that side fumbling was effectively prevented. The main winding was of the normal Lotus O deltoid type placed in panendermic semi-boloid slots of the stator. Every 7th conductor being connected by a non-reversible tremie pipe to the differential girdle spring on the up end of the gram meters. Moreover, whenever fluorescent score motion is required, it may also be employed in conjunction with a drawn reciprocation dingle arm to reduce sinusoidal depleneration. The retroencabulator has now reached a high level of development, and it's being successfully used in the operation of Milford trunnions. It's available soon wherever Rockwell Automation products are sold.
There you go. One retro encabulator.
Here at Rockwell Automation's world headquarters, research...
Now, Let's go for the hyperencabulator.
That is awesome.
No, I guess we've got to watch an advert first. You know, you'll probably get dinged for the advert and not for the hyperencabulator video.
Yeah. Well, what if we promote it? This is a fun game. I played World of Tanks for about a couple hours before I was immediately blown up by someone who had the worst tank I guess you can get, or the best tank you can get.
Like that.
The original machine had a base plate of prefamulated amulite, surmounted by a malleable logarithmic casing in such a way that the two spurving bearings were in a direct line with a panametric fam. Yes, that was once me, extolling the virtues of retroencabulation. Now, I may not be the dashing young on-camera narrator I once was, but if history tells me anything, it's that the Battle of Hastings was fought in 1066. But that's not the point. The point is that encabulation has a rich, sumptuous history with a delicate, flaky crust, relatively unknown to emergent cybersecurity personnel. Allow me to elucidate. The discovery of encabulation was quite accidental when engineers in the skunk works at Mutual Polydynamics coupled a transcendental Hopper datoscope with a spiral decommutator via the application of anhydrous angling pins, resulting in a device that allowed frenetic mastication at alarming speeds. The device was kept secret for many years, owing to the horrific accident that occurred shortly after its inception. Howsoever, the U.S. Department of Defense and the National Guard soon realized its potential as a weapon of choice, leading to its next iteration, the hydroencabulator, which they nicknamed Fat Boy Slim. Understanding the grisly bare fact of the devastation that would result from its deployment, the project was retubed and transmogrified for industrial supplications. This version, known as the pseudo-encabulator, was the infernal Faustian engine that allowed post-war America to realize its aspirations and become the domino player on the world stage. Everybody was encabulating.
I do not understand you.
Well, I knew you wouldn't, but if I'd have told you before, the answer meter on the other side prenulates the canoe to spell Hepulus, and that's the entire secret. There you have it.
During the tumultuous 60s, the psycho-funkadelic vinyl encabulator emerged as the long-haired hippie people's answer to their parents' aging technology, scarving a resonance groove in the hot wax of a new generation of encabulators. However, interest in encabulation waned precipitously until the late 80s, when the public was ready for the next transubstantiation of encabulation, the extraordinarily populist turbo-encabulator.
Now, basically, the only new principle involved is that instead of power being generated by the relative motion of conductors and fluxes, it is produced by the modial interaction of magneto-reluctance and capacitive directance.
Which brings us to where we are today, floundering in the wake of the obscenely similar retroencabulator, featuring yours truly, living proof that leveraging existing assets is not plagiarism. Now, despite encabulation's unparalleled success in reducing sinusoidal depleneration through advanced dingle arm technology, it has failed to meet the unanticipated needs of the cybersecurity industry to create zero-trust operations in level 0 monitoring environments to ameliorate zero-day process attacks. That is why, despite zero interest from industry, the SANS ICS security team has taken it upon themselves to develop an entirely new level of encabulation, unresponsive to the needs of the average consumer and undoubtedly without merit in terms of concomitant asynchronous communication with client-side connectivity. Ladies and gentlemen, ISACs of all sectors, beer included, and children of all ages, may I present the hyperencabulator.
Look at the graphics on the right-hand side of the screen.
The is nothing less than a key ruminant in the advancement of retrograde phenomenology, by which we can achieve results that are plastic, spastic, and cynosynclastic without sacrificing both normative reality and AI-informed modalities. You'll note that the hyperencabulator utilizes indiscrete modules, making possible virtualized environments that include PLC-controlled stand-up reheaters, as well as Retanium-based cloud benders. It also includes a dedicated OT Security Operations Center access
My
panel,
favorite bit, this.
known as the sock drawer.
The sock
The
drawer.
primary modules of the hyperencapulator are stackable, dim-rackable, and unhackable. And please note the complete absence of side fumbling, owing to the maintenance of tolerances allowing a tight conniption fit. Please take little note of this module. The open-source digital ghost daemon, which allows transparent OT invisibility owing entirely to the manipulation of airborne particulate matter and single-surface reflective devices. Or, for criminal infrastructure sectors where the dependability of supramotive Wendelsprox is essential, our handsome ransomware hypervisor is perpetually alert to SQL injections of Gates tracking chips and quantum IoT identification dots. Moreover, whenever a pen test is elected to assure the integrity of a safety instrumented system, our Purdue model modal module defeathers and plucks clean every proverbial fox in the henhouse and keeps would-be intruders wondering which metaphor got mixed first. As you can see, the hyperencapulator has reached a high level of development. Whereas previous dissimilar devices operated under the concept of manumatic stressor reduction and macroeconomic supply chain SBOMs, the hyperencapulator operates totally under the principle of colonic effluvium expulsion and audible gaseous eructations. Thomas Edison once said that invention was 10% inspiration and 90% perspiration. If that's the case, Thomas Edison should have invented deodorant, but I regress. In the near future, hyperencapulation will ultimately replace all traditional cybersecurity safeguarding processes with osculating segmentation and entropic astrogation, making what was once thought to be impossible, probable. At SANS ICS Security, when we're not innovating, we're encapulating.
Oh my.
That's good stuff.
Yes. Yeah, Tempest. Yeah, the sock drawer. Oh yeah. I had to clean my monitor after I heard that the first time. I sprayed my mouth full of cookies. Absolutely, stay on target. I sent that to my team leader on Thursday last week, and she caught the sock drawer bit, but she didn't see the Death Star graphics on the display. And and her husband are both Star Wars nuts, so yeah. There's a screenshot of it sent to her and said exactly the same thing. Stay on target.
Come on. I'll take you along the side.
Yep. I wonder how many takes that took. I wouldn't be able to keep a straight face.
I would imagine that was probably done in like 10-minute segments, all pieced together.
I wonder if they get odd socks in there. Sock drawer. And think of a few organisations that have probably got odd socks. Very odd. Focus. Oh, no,
Had
not
one of
there
those.
yet.
Just had one of those situations where I look over and Grayson's walking out to sit on the couch with a bowl of cereal. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, I couldn't hear what she was saying, but she was making excuses and not moving. I had to point, like, I don't even know. Did you count how many times I had to point?
I did not
Before
know.
she finally went out. Before she went out to the kitchen. I don't know why we have to do this all the time. She was even looking at me when she came over to sit down too.
400 meters and I'm done.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be done in about 4/10 of a mile.
And I might have to go and find my dingle arm.
Next week, we're going to have to do a whole bunch of riding.
No, what's this week?
That is if you're doing it.
I'm not
If
doing
you're
it.
doing the Rocket Challenge.
I'm not doing it.
You're not?
That's what I'm saying. What's this week?
Yeah, definitely. Fine. Gerrie and I will be riding out. He'll probably be starting early. So then I'll have to go late.
Yeah, we'll have to plan this. There we go. I've got 40k.
Either that or go
Yeah.
big on
even-
the weekend.
Even Nick understands. What's this week? Yeah. Good to see you again, Nick.
I've done the 315 in a week by just riding more on the weekends.
Yeah. Well, I've done 360 miles in a week, and that's with a day off still.
Yeah, it's all about how much you really thrash yourself on the weekend or whatever day.
Absolutely, Nick. Keep in touch. Appreciate you dropping in today. Much appreciated, and thank you for the support. Like I said, that would have been a tough one without the chatter. Keeping our minds off
Yes,
it.
it's always good.
So, wishing you and
My
yours
snow's starting to accumulate here, so I have to
Yeah.
go shovel it.
absolutely. All the best to you and yours, and Nick, for Christmas and New Year. Take care. Have yourself a
Yeah.
good one. Bye for
I
now.
don't.